Good afternoon, guys. It's Monday, August 14th, 2017. This is the Daily Mix TV's afternoon edition. So this morning we talked about the issues at Hudson's Bay's Saks Fifth Avenue unit and their Salon and Spa at Saks department. The problem stems from the fact that the Salon and Spa at Saks is partner challenged. First, they had a partnership with a salon operator who ran all of their locations. And this is when I first started going there, so I can't remember the name of it because it was a trade name, but I recall it at least being decent with respect to staff behaving professionally, management actually functioning, and the facilities were clean. Then that had its challenges, which happens in business, and they broke up. But last year, Saks announced a massive store makeover at their flagship, which included bringing in celebrated stylist John Barrett, who, the guy who cuts Hillary Clinton's coif as an example. So I thought relief was finally in sight for the unit, and that they were going to springboard Barrett out to the rest of their locations. Not so much. Barrett failed to disclose just how much trouble he was in financially, which led to Saks suing him for $11 million, as well as for breach of contract. Now they've partnered up with Joseph Warren of celebrity salon Warren-Tricomi fame after he and his now former partner had a very public split. So Warren and Saks have been touting a new concept called the Salon Project, wherein a stylist is with you from the moment you walk through the door to the moment you leave, covering all of your services such as wash, haircut, color, blowout, etc., all from one chair, all with one person. Now, they're claiming the new concept will also incorporate augmented reality technology, so you can try on a new look before the stylist begins working and you buy into it. Now, aside from the technology, which is really cool, this smells of everything that's wrong in business today and this crazy PC world we live in. First of all, Warren cited that customers are frustrated with the lack of proper service and that it isn't the price that's driving declines at high-end salons. Wrong. It's actually the people who are doing in-home service that are driving the declines because it's about convenience. Yes, price is not that much of an issue for a high-end salon goer, but if it's convenient for me to order a blowout or a quick cut at home, I'm going to do it. Now, I happen to be a traditionalist, and I still see my stylist at the salon and spa instead of doing in-home service. But the reality is that there are a lot more changes in the salon business than Warren's willing to admit. Now, second, he's claiming that the new concept is needed because the old business model doesn't work. Where you're catered to by multiple people instead of just one. Now, I'm sorry, but you know what? I know a dozen high-end salons that would argue this with him and are extremely profitable doing business the old way. Now, this concept has disaster written all over it. So let's role play for a second. You go in, you have your hair colored. While the color is setting, a stylist will typically then set up the next client for color or do a quick cut. That maximizes their profitability and their output. Now, the stylist can no longer do this because he or she is too busy catering to your every whim, which means they make less money while the salon continues to make a lot of profit. So it really is a hypocritical move. Now, the issue really at hand is I asked 6 different stylists from very high-end salons that I know over the weekend, and they're fairly progressive in their views of the world, if they thought this was going to work. The answer was unanimous. No, it's a disaster waiting to happen. If you guys think that talent worth their salt is going to stick around and make less money, you're crazy. The problem is with your management, not service. And by the way, Saks and Warren are spinning this upgrade in their facility at the flagship on Fifth Avenue, that it's going to be a 3,000 square foot mecca flooded with light like a New York penthouse. The current footprint is bigger than 3,000 square feet. So now I'm concerned that heads are going to roll while at the same time many are going to leave due to this concept that is most definitely DOA. Shame on you guys. This definitely gets the continued shaking my head for the day. Now, we called it last week. Boxed has entered the fresh food delivery foray. The wholesaler position company launched Boxed Express in New York, New Jersey, Boston, and Atlanta in a test with over 500 fresh and frozen food items that can be delivered between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. This space is really hot right now. Boxed is testing in these markets. They're doing a controlled and staged rollout into other markets over the rest of this year and into next, which is a very smart move. Amazon just acquired Whole Foods, and everyone believes they're going to go full tilt against their Amazon Fresh brand using Whole Foods as base. So it's a really hot market. There's a lot of innovation going on. As we talked about last week, you've got grocerants and home delivery with e-commerce. This is especially important for grocery, which has typically been very slow to evolve. So look for more changes, certainly for an increase in usage of online grocery purchases, as the NPD Group cites that only 7% of U.S. consumers actually shop for groceries online. So that's definitely going to change. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Now, add this to the list of crap you just can't make up. Have we gotten so far out of the realm of truth and honest politics in this crazy PC world that a company which has nothing to do with a given protest and a disgusting display of hate has to put out a crisis comms to ensure its safety? We all saw the images over the weekend of the hateful protesters carrying tiki torches. Well, Tiki Brand Products actually issued a statement on Saturday that their products weren't associated with it in any way and that the events were disgusting because they were afraid the PC crowd was going to jump down their throats. Remember, guys, on social, it's all about the outrage, not the truth. And we're all guilty of it, myself included. But it's time we start to pivot and go back to what fact is and what truth is in reality. These are very strange times we live in, and I'm so sorry for Tiki Brand Products that they felt the need to have to do that. It is shameful. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of Hill Story Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. We would love to hear from you, so please email us at thedailymixtv@gmail.com. Have a great rest of your afternoon, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.